What percentage of people with Parkinson's have some form of true apathy?
That's a great question, and a lot of it does depend on how you measure it and how you take into consideration if they also have depressive symptoms or cognitive changes, but it can be up to 60%, and if you have cognitive changes, it's almost universal that you have some difficulty with planning your day and completing activities.
Leonore, take us back. Was apathy one of your first symptoms?
Once I understood apathy, I went back in time and I realized that a good 9 years before my diagnosis, and I was diagnosed 19 years ago, a good 9 years before, I remember being on vacation and feeling like I wasn't laughing as much as I used to and wondered what it was. Was I depressed? I didn't think I was depressed, but something felt just slightly flatter and I didn't know what it was. It really took until, a year, maybe 3 years ago, when I heard apathy described as a symptom of Parkinson's, that I thought, wow, that started way before. I did a survey monkey and a poster at the World Parkinson's Congress in 2016 about apathy, and I interviewed advocates from around the world who had experienced apathy. And most of them said, a good 80-something% said, they experienced it before their motor symptoms.
And I know, Myra, you're there to kind of give her that push she needs, but you're also a warm, sensitive person, and sometimes you just, like you said, you say you're not having a good day.
Right. Well, I think I go by her cues. I'll acknowledge where she is. And by acknowledging where she is, she feels like there's somebody there with her for a minute. And in that moment, I can slowly start to say, start to talk about the other things that I see in the world. And what Leonore's depression, apathy has given me is a sense of acute vision to find like the most beautiful thing and the most simplest little thing, and being able to point out the most beautiful thing in the most simple moment and bring her along for that. And then I can find another beautiful moment and I can bring her along for that. And by the time I'm through, I can be walking out the door finally to do what I had planned and know that she'll be okay too.
That's wonderful. What a support
I've also
system.
internalized Myra's voice. So there's times I'm home and I should be outside and I don't have an activities, no exercise or dance class, and the sun will be out and I'll hear my voice saying to it's Myra saying, the sun's out, you gotta be outside.
That's wonderful though, and I know, boss, how important this kind of relationship is. What else can people do to support their loved one?
Well, I was just going to say that I was touched by your words, and offering something beautiful each day and then moving from beautiful moment to moment. I think I have actually very little to add. As a physician, I can say that we sometimes try medication, and we talked about it. It's rarely hugely effective, yet we do try it. Pushing the dopaminergic medication is always worth a try. It helps to improve the motor symptoms. A secretly underlying depression may improve with dopaminergic medication. Apathy itself tends to be quite resistant. There are drugs like methylphenidate, which we use for ADHD, is what we try. Modafinil, which is used by people with sleep disorders, is something we try. Sometimes amantadine, another Parkinson drug. I try them all consecutively. In all fairness, it's worth a try, but it's rarely hugely, hugely effective.